are going to look at the Treachery of Images, which was painted by the Belgian René Magritte. And this painting is oil on canvas and painted when he was 30 years old.
Now I see it below the pipe. It says, "Ceci n'est pas une pipe." What does that mean?
That means that this is not a pipe.
And is there anywhere that I could find this painting?
I mean, you can find it in the LACMA Museum in LA, but it's actually not on public display.
This painting really makes me question my reality. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it looks real, and it's only a painting, but one can't hold the pipe or even stuff tobacco in the pipe.
Yeah, so it really is a simple painting, and I mean, Magritte tells us right away that what we're seeing isn't really a pipe. So perhaps the meaning behind it, or the importance, is that Magritte informs the viewer right off the bat that this isn't real.
But then what might be the point of this painting? I mean, obviously we know that this is just a painting, so what is the need for the confirmation?
According to the LACMA informational page, Magritte's word-image paintings are a treatise on the impossibility of reconciling words, images, and objects. So at first, Magritte's point appears simplistic, almost to the point. A painting of a pipe is not the pipe itself. In fact, this work is highly paradoxical. Advertisements, however, elicit recognition without hesitation. So this painting causes the viewer to ponder its conflicting messages.
Ah, I see. So in a way, Magritte is trying to get the viewers to realize
What the fuck?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Wow, sorry about that. That's not the fountain, though it could be mistaken as the fountain. However, it's not Duchamp's The Fountain, because that fountain is not in the PUC Irwin bathroom. Anyways, Marcel Duchamp's The Fountain was made in 1917, and he actually did a replication of the fountain in 1964. He uses ready-mades as his subject for his artwork, and basically he's just taking an ordinary article of life and he's placing it so its significance disappears and a new point of view is created for the viewer.
You know, Duchamp actually tried turning this piece of art into an art exhibit under the pseudonym Richard Mutt. However, sadly, that was turned down.
I mean, which doesn't really surprise me, because how could this possibly be viewed as art?
Well, Duchamp was involved with the Dada movement, which was an anti-rational and anti-art movement in New York City. And Jerry Saltz quoted, "Duchamp adamantly asserted that he wanted to deify the artist. The ready-mades provide a way around inflexible either-or aesthetic propositions. Fountain brings us into contact with an original that is still an original, but that also exists in an altered philosophical and metaphysical state. It is a manifestation of the Kantian sublime, a work of art that transcends a form, but that is also intelligible, an object that strikes down an idea while allowing it to spring up a stronger."
Interesting. So one might think that Duchamp was kind of a rebel in a sense because he took such an ordinary object and gave it so much meaning and power. In fact, this piece was one of the most influential artworks of the 20th century. And that's because he changed culture's understanding of artistic expression through his arguing that a work of art doesn't have to be linked to the craft of the hand. And instead, he argued that a work of art should primarily be about the artist's ideas.
You know, I believe that to be true. Magritte's masterpiece is an excellent image which begins a serious discussion about the meaning of representation. In fact, Isabelle says in his word image paintings, like the Treachery of Images, Magritte reconstructs art as an act of unrestricted communication between artist and viewer.
So, in a sense, both Magritte and Duchamp create a new perspective to viewing art. by channeling into what the artist might be thinking, and also changing our ideas about the representation of ordinary objects around us.